way towards us in now. Now, there were the days before that Snetterton Bridge was built, and indeed it's now the highest bit of the circuit, with the banking that supports the bridge. It used to go to Sydney. Michael Heath, Steve Poole, and Adam Brown, and then Justin Roberts. Here they are, out of Murray's, and up towards the line. We'll be able to get some idea of their times at the end of this lap, so from the standing start. Heath, Poole, Roberts, it was in fact, got up to cross ahead of Brown. So we've got two of our race winners, first and third at the moment, and the one who most liked to win this race, I'd argue, in second place. So,
and to use an Australian phrase, he's certainly giving it a red hot go now up towards, not literally of course, I'm not talking about I was using the phrase not literally because it's quite warm and sunny out there, of course, at the same time, but I can see the correlation. Anyway, back to the racing and me, I'm not tripping over my words. Top three are breaking away now at the head. It's Heath from Poole, from Roberts, and Adam Brown trying to go with them in fourth place as they come back up towards Agostini. They hit the brakes all together, and Heath has gone, he keeps nice and tidy through the left-hander at Agostini. Now up the short straight towards Hamilton's, and let's see what he can do here. And it's, I know what you mean in terms of Hamilton, it's a corner where effectively, look at the track map, it's a corner you can go faster through it than you think, because it looks tighter than the grip actually affords you to take it. So then Oggies is one of those ones where you have to take you have to apex it early and then let the car drift out wide on the exit.
And Paul's got his nose up the inside on the exit of Oggies, but Heath is having none of that. He gets, and Paul looks as though he made a mistake there. Goodness me, it was almost as though he missed a gear, and that was going through Williams. So yes, we've got Roberts up into second.
He's charging, look at him.
Oh yes, he's absolutely hammering down towards the bridge, but that was a mistake for Steve Poole.
And he leads. Roberts got him on the right down towards Nelson.
Put the work in with 15 minutes of the race left to run, so plenty of time for him to just calm himself and look at them absolutely together coming up to the stripe this time. And it is Roberts that crosses ahead of Heath, and then Poole, 0.4 of a second, 0.2 of a second, the margins between them as they run down towards Ridges. Adam Brown is not that far adrift, and were anything to go amiss ahead of him, he's the man best placed to take advantage.
Looking down the order, we've got Lee Shropshire was battling with Tony Mumford, and Shropshire had his nose in front by about a couple of tenths at the end of that previous lap. Eldridge is still there in 7th position, and then we've got the 44, the remaining Barrel is left in the field because we've lost the course. Unfortunately, Lee Barrel, who couldn't attend the start because when I went to lunch, unfortunately, that car was being sort of secured onto the back of its trailer to go home, I'm afraid. So that car, whatever issue that car had, I'm afraid, basically killed it off for the rest of the meeting, which is a shame. Now then, up into the complex, top three are literally, it's almost a 12-wheeled XR2 that's that close as they come out of the Agostini hairpin. And I say, Poole is really, he must be getting fed up in the back of his car.
He's absolutely, he's trying as hard as he can, is Steve Poole, to pluck himself out of third position and just get up ahead of the other guys. They've both taken a race win this weekend.
He's wide, he's got his nose in front, up the inside again, but no, still can't get it past. Michael Heath has got just about enough grip and enough of the line, enough of his nose in front to control the corner. Because of that, he just can't get his way through. So down the back straight they go. Roberts is being allowed to get away here. Poole is closing in the slipstream. We can see the tops of the XR sort of just drifting behind the barriers. They go down the back straight. They come back into our view in the chicane here, and I think he might have him this time actually. The chicane.
The line then, and Roberts, Heath and Poole, still the constituent parts remain the same, the gap slightly changed, 0.4 and then 0.5 between those top runners. Still Adam Brown in 4th, Shropshire in 5th, and Tony Mumford in 6th, Matt Eldridge in 7th. Leaders once again coming around Wilson, and this time I think Michael Heath just a little bit closer to Justin Roberts, and Heath has really got the bit between his teeth now as he comes down into Palmer. Now that actually is a very difficult part of this course to overtake.
It's
close in, but
it's slightly off camber, so it's kind of because that he was getting dragged to the outside of the circuit, and that's the one thing that you don't want to happen if you have to be careful. Now, Roberts is not comfortable here. He's under attack from Heath as they come into the Agostini hairpin. This is on lap 4. And we're coming up towards half distance now already. Up now, out of the left hand, down the short straight towards the left-hander at Hamilton's. What does Michael Heath have left here? Because whatever advantage Roberts had, I should say, has now been lost. They come back into Oggies, back into the right-hander. And still Roberts holds on for the time being, but they're all sort of very evenly spread out in the gaps between each other. But it's about roughly, I'd say, that's about maybe 4 to 5 tenths between each of them respectively, so there's a gap between of a half a second between first and second and second and third. So
we'll have to see what Michael Heath can do now, because he was under less pressure through Oggies and Williams that time from Steve Poole. He had that little bit of a gap of an advantage. We'll see whether he can close again. He's good, appears to be good on the brakes, coming under the bridge now. They have closed up closed up much closer, so first and third.
Adam Brown is pretty much no man's down towards the right hander as they go through the nose to tail. The Poole's dropped away a little bit, so maybe he's taken a bit too much out of his tyres. Black and white flag.